Just makes everything set to the way I like it. Appears to be that way. We'll see if there's music to this. It's a very quiet screen. Oh, there we go. There's some sound. Don't you feel left out? All the others having fun with your brother while you get cast aside? Let me help you out. Here, I'll aim it for you. All you have to do is shoot. And that was the beginning of the end. Mistletoe OP. Sometime later. Damn, Loki. I thought of him like a brother. And then he goes out and kills Baldur without an ounce of remorse. Even an eternal damnation of poison isn't enough for that lout. Oh, hello, Father. What brings you here, away from your throne? Oh, I think it's time we discussed a few things, boy. Okay. As you know, your brother Baldur was recently killed. How could I forget? And I'm sure you need not be reminded about how the deed was done. Why, of course not. We were all partaking in the daily festivities, pelting Baldur with our weapons as we were wont to do. Of course, this did no harm to the lad, who was impervious to harm from all, but one thing in all the 9 realms. Mistletoe. Figures that out of everyone. It'd be that wretched Loki to figure out what it was. And the gall. Tricking the blind Hod into plunging that branch into Baldur's chest. That Fifel Vlistnger knew that they were the closest of all brothers. Yes, this we all know. What you don't know is that his death was fated to happen. Huh? But why? Baldur's death is the first in a series of tragedies that foretell our downfall. Ragnarok. Oh, but Father, surely this can be stopped. We are gods, after all. We cannot stop. I love the kissy face. At least I think it's a kissy face. It's quite the beard. We cannot stop Ragnarok, boy. Only do our best when it arrives. I see. I'm telling you this so we can all prepare for yourself for that day. I understand, Father. You can count on me, Thor, God of Thunder. And Thor, I need you to promise me something. Anything, Pops. If it comes down to saving me or Asgard, remember, Asgard must survive. Asgard? Asgard? I say Asgard. Admittedly, when I learned mythology in school, I did not really learn much in the way of Viking mythology. Mostly Greek and Roman. That won't be an issue. I'll make sure of it. Very good. I'll be off to tell the others then. Take that, you foul beast. And that! Haha! No one can best me, Thor. I wouldn't be so confident, Weather Boy. Who are you? Identify yourself to Thor, God of Thunder. Me, Ratatoskr? That's right, that audio's a little loud. Knock that down a bit. That's a little bit more reasonable. No, that's me. You're Needhog. Oh yeah. Me Needhog. Me Wriggly Worm. Me live in roots of Yggdrasil. Hear many things. And I am Ved, I'm gonna say. The Great Eagle who stays in Yggdrasil's canopy. Nothing under my branches goes unseen. And I am Radaskir. I serve as messenger between these two dolts, so nothing really goes on without us hearing about it, see? So then, why are you here? Merely to mock me and my undersized hammer? As funny as that would be, no. See, we've heard tons about this Ragnarok thing, and we'd like to see what we can do to put a stop to it. You? Haha, no offense, but I doubt any of you creatures could take on beasts the likes of which shall no doubt be plentiful in Ragnarok. You are correct, but neither can you. Look, we're here to help you. Pshaw, I'm Thor. I have no need for help. And that's what you think. Yes, yes, you big and scary. You smite and hit and strike baddies all times a lot. It seems to be very effective. Most of the time. Yeah, see, engaging in combat is incredibly tiring. Me tired just thinking about it. And the guys we've hear about, they might be too much, even for you. So while you may have the stamina for one or two strong opponents, there's just not enough time nor energy to defeat everyone. Especially not at this caliber. So what? You want me to just talk things out? Have a friendly little chit-chat with my enemies? Yeah, sorta. Huh. And that's supposed to be more effective than just slamming my hammer into their skulls, hmm? Here, watch this. Thor, you're very attractive. Why, thank you. I've been making sure to... Ow! What was that for? To make a point. Your day be so fine. Then boom, sucker punch. Okay, so we have to lead people on to smite them, it sounds like. So even though you're Thor, God of Thunder, we were able to hurt you despite the difference in power, simply because you let your guard down. Now you try. Compliment Nidhogg. You are very... cool. Much thanks. Me try. See, that was perfect. Of course, these people are your enemies, so it's gonna take more than just one compliment to get them to let their guards down. Just guesstimating here, but you'll probably have anywhere from 1 to 2,000 opportunities to reel them in. That's good to know. Thank you, tiny creatures. I shall keep this in mind all during Ragnarok. It seems that it's time. What should I do? If my predictions are correct, Hel, Loki's daughter, should be launching her attack. Find her and neutralize her. Yes, Father. And what will you do? Oh, don't worry about me. Go. Where is that wretched fiend, Hel? There she... God, what's wrong with her face? Compared to the beauty of Sif, she's like a corpse. I don't know if I can do this. No, I have to keep calm and take on this mighty foe, for I am Thor, God of Thunder, and undersized hammers. Hello there, Hel. Dang nabbit, this isn't going anywhere. I must break the ice and narrow the gulf betwixt us. What should I do? Let's compliment her. I think at this point, like, making a joke would just possibly be insulting. Hel, your skin is really beautiful. Creep. I guess that was a bit... Oh, okay. We went a little too, I kind of overguessed it, I guess. I guess that was a bit too direct. Well, at the very least, there's some conversation going. So, Hel, what brings you to this side of the Bifrost? Oh, you know, nothing much. Ragnarok and all that, I guess. Yeah, Ragnarok, that apocalypse thing. Bit of a bummer. Dying. And all that. It's not so bad. The dead are really nice people. Most of them, at least. I feed the mean ones to Nidhogg. Hark, I know a Nidhogg. A helpful worm, if not a tad strange. He helped me prepare for this very day. Isn't he so cute? This might be my chance to make a move. That's a little bit too vain. I'm gonna save. He's not that cute. That's a little bit jealous. I know something cuter. That's a little direct. I'm gonna say he's not that cute. Kind of get a little bit of jealousy going. Maybe that's something. But we'll have the save just in case. He's not that cute.
You're not just wrong, you're stupid. Now wait just a minute. And you're ugly, just like your mum.
Okay, that was probably the wrong answer then. I know something cuter. Really? Who? Their name starts with H and ends with L. Hello? Without the L. H? It's you, Hell. It's always been you. That's sweet. I was thinking that was probably too direct. But what do I know? I've been out of the dating game for quite a while. Not that we're trying to date these mythical monsters. She's a bit clueless. I guess she doesn't get to talk to real people all that often. That's okay, because I, Thor, God of Thunder, can withstand any challenge. So far this isn't going so hot, but there's still time to turn it around. For I, Thor, God of Thunder and undersized hammers, can do anything. So Hel, why are you invading Asgard? Don't you normally tend to Niflheim? Well, my dad sorta asked me to help him out and stuff. He said something about revenge. I just think it's a nice opportunity to get out of the house, you know? So you don't hate the Aesir? Not really, that's sort of my dad's thing. Should I say something about him? I'm gonna check the history. She doesn't seem to, like, hate her dad? We'll say something nice. Your father and I used to go out on countless adventures together. We fought giants and traveled lands. Really? You knew my dad? What else did you guys do? Well, this one time, Loki dressed me up as the bride at a giant's wedding so I could retrieve my hammer, and Loki served as my bridesmaid. Man's not bad in a dress, I might add. You guys both seem really cool. They were good times. I know Loki and I have had a falling out recently, but I still consider him to be one of my closest friends. Oh, pardon. I think my epic tale somehow managed to impress her. So, Hal, what's it like in Niflheim? I've never been, personally. It's not as bad as one might think, notwithstanding all the dead. You get to meet all kinds of people. Well, except for warriors, I suppose. That doesn't bother me, though. I've never been very fond of them. Most gods tend not to visit, so it's pretty peaceful, if uneventful. Should I interject and say something nice, or should I let her keep talking? I think in this situation to let her continue is probably the better option. And the cuisine is really exquisite, which actually surprises some of the dead. In particular, there's a really good fettuccine carbonara. And also, once you get to know some of the undead there, they really start to grow on you. So there's this one guy who, though he had brown eyes, who thought he had brown eyes, but his eyes were actually blue. Isn't that funny? So boring. Can't stay awake much longer, but I must, and yet... And also, there's this one building that's really cool where you... I can't do it. I have to shut my eyes for a bit, but a mere moment. She's still going. I don't think she noticed my nap. And so it turns out the guy was dead the whole time. So what part of Niflheim sounds the best to you? Let's go with the this is, I think, to prove that we've been listening. It was the carbonara. The carbonara, of course. Yeah, that's probably one of the best parts. That was a close one. It'll be close, but I think I can do it. Okay, I need somebody to completely win her over. She said she's not impressed by warriors, so I don't think that would help. Let's go with... I don't imagine he's a good singer. Let's go with dancing. I think that'll be most entertaining. I have to do what I do best. Furiously. What are you doing? I'm dabbing for your affection. How does one dab? Well, it goes like this. I am so glad that they did not bother drawing Thor dabbing. Like this? Yes, perfection. You are a natural dabber. Well, I learned from the best. Dab. I think it's time. I only get one chance at this, so I have to perfectly line up my shot. Hell, I actually brought you a present. Really? You're so kind. Alright, close your eyes. Okay, just a little bit to the left and... Ah! Aha! One fun foe down, many more to go. Those critters were right. Fighting is tiring. I need to take a breather. Hell has been split into twain. Yeah. So far, every game that I have played that's been part of any Apocalypse has been really freaking solid. The games for Haunted PS1, pretty good too. Some of them I didn't understand, but these, like, every single one I've really dug. Hey, psst, Thor. Hmm? Who goes there? Calm down, man, it's just us. Ah, the funny forest creatures are back. What are such fragile fellows like you doing on the battlefield? We wanted to see how everything was going. And, Thor, listen, we have some news. Ah, perfect. I could use some news. Good news. This social battlefield is one that I am still not fully accustomed to. Thor, listen. Your father is dead. Odin went to do battle with the mighty Fenris when he learned that the beast had escaped its chains. But he, in turn, was slain. What? What? Uh-oh. That Fenris dies, now. Whoa, buddy. Don't go doing anything hasty now. I know you're mad and everything, but think this through. This thing was able to defeat Father, capital F, the All-Father himself. This is a big deal. This is true. Slaying my father is no easy feat. Did he at least go out honorably? He did. He put up quite the fight. But listen, remember what we told you. Flatter him. Get his guard down. Then, when you've learned his trust, strike. But only once they trust you. Ragnarok won't stop itself if another Aesir winds up dead. I see. Alright, yes, I shall continue my trickery. But the creature dies. For my father. Good luck. There's that mangy mutt. That cowardly canine. That dastardly dog. That wily wolf. If it wasn't for the advice given by those funny critters, I would bludgeon him right now. But I must keep my cool. I shall soon have my revenge. Before that, I must decide how to approach him. Giving a treat sounds a little direct. I'm gonna go with... How do we earn his trust? Staring wouldn't show dominance. I'm gonna try staring. I'll assert my dominance until one of us gets in. You blink, me win. Okay, that's not the option. Give him a treat. Hey there, boy, I brought a nice treat for you. Me just ate. Okay. Okay, play fetch. I guess that should have been the one to start with. Okay, Fenris. Go fetch. He seems excited to play. I guess Loki never takes him out for walks or anything. Well, he certainly doesn't seem to be very intelligent, but he can understand me at the very least. So, Fenris, what are you doing not locked up and stuff? Me is here to destroy Asgard and eat gods. Sounds like a good time. Yes, Odin is very yummy. You son of a female dog. You're lucky I don't smite you right now. So, what are you gonna do after this? Me eat, sleep, Fortnite, repeat. You like Fortnite? Oh, the friggin' game. There's dabbing in Fortnite. They're all Zoomers. It's a loaded question. I don't, but I think that's the answer. Real? What's your best spot? Tilted Towers, I guess? Why? Tilted Towers, of course. Okay. I guess the writer of this does not like Tilted Towers. But I thought Misty Meadows wasn't part of the game. That tells you how much Fortnite I've played. The bros and I dropped in Misty Meadows. Good, maybe we play out there? Is he aware what the whole Ragnarok thing is? Well, his invitation is still a good sign. And I suppose what they say is true. Man is dog's best friend. So, Fenris, how are things going between you and your father? Okay. Me not know. Me not see him lots. You know, he always said he was really proud of you. Real? Yes. Loki constantly talked about how strong and brave you are. That not sound like him. You sure? Should I tell him the truth or stick with a lie? I think we stick with the truth. We keep lying. He most definitely did. Okay. I mean, I kind of want to play best ending right now. I mean, definitely we will independently check out worst. Let's see, tell the truth. Let's go ahead and tell the truth. Well, technically, no. Me thinks so. It seemed he didn't care about being deceived, or he's used to it. So, how is you? I'm doing swell. Except for the part where you killed Odin. But otherwise, I'm doing fine. Me, I'm sorry. I be so hungry, so I eat him. Me try to be good. So difficult. Is me still good boy? We've got yes, no, or Reddit moment? I'm curious what Reddit moment is. You are epic doggo, haha pupper, haha hecking chonker. Okay. I was trying to figure what the hell that even meant. Yes, you are a good boy. Yes, you are still a good boy. Think. All dogs are good boys. Even if they kill your father. And cause the apocalypse. The time for action is drawing near, and I could probably swing the tides of fate in my favor if I choose my words carefully. So, Fenris, what's it like being chained up all the time? It not bad. Chain not hurt. Tear hurt me. Make me feel bad. Me trust him. Then he lie. Should I say something in Tyr's defense? I'm gonna say we... Let's say everyone makes mistakes. Well, Fenris, despite being literal gods, we as Seer aren't perfect. We make mistakes like everyone else. I know Tyr will apologize if he could. It's true. Me make mistakes sometime too. Now that was a wholesome moment. It's time to strike while the iron is hot, and Asgard is not. I have to get closer to him. Ahem. Who wants a belly rub? Me. Come over for some pets, boy. Almost. Almost. Perfect. That's one from Odin. Odin hath been avenged. Ah, well met, tiny friends. Did you see the battle? Was it not extraordinary? We saw everything, Thor. Congratulations on avenging your father, Thor. Congratulations on avenging your father, Thor. Thank you. I think he would be proud. I hope you're right. Well, Thor, we didn't come here to mourn. We have a pretty urgent matter to attend to right now. Are you familiar with Jormungandr, the World Serpent? He big and long, like me. Yes, I am aware. I fished him out with the head of an ox once, you know. Yes, well, then you're also aware of the fact that if he were ever to release his tail from his mouth, he would cause untold turmoil in lands and sea, correct? That's a pretty specific thing to ask, but, I suppose I do know this, yes. Well, it seems like he's planning to do that very soon. You need to head over to the coast and deal with him. Distract him from long enough so you can accrue a storm to fry him. If you don't, if that tail comes out of their mouth, there'll be tidal waves the likes of which you've never seen. Well, I suppose I'll give it the old college try. That's the spirit. Good luck, Thor, and be careful. Oh, worry not, friends. This overgrown Ouroboros may seem scary, but I, Thor, god of thunder, and also of undersized hammers, will take care of him for sure. Now, where is that seldom sanguine serpent? Did someone summon me? Ah. You don't have to yell. I'm right here. And there, and there, and there. I suppose I'm called the World Serpent for a reason. So, Odinson, I'm quite curious. What brings you from here to there? To speak to you, of course. You're the world-famous, World Serpent. I just had to come over and have a chat. And you did not think to converse with me when you, quite rudely, fished me out of the sea? I was busy. I suppose you have all the time in the world now, however little that is for you. It seems like my excuse worked out, fortunately. Well, he hasn't eaten me yet, so that's something. So, why are you in Asgard and not, doing whatever you do in the ocean? I'm here because I've always going to be here. I'm gonna be frank, I have no idea what you just said. I am destined to be here, now, and I've always have been. As such, I always am going to be there at this very moment. Do you understand? Let's say, yes, I think I do. Of course I know, I'm not some common himbo. Truly, then what does it mean? You're fated to be here. 'Tis fate. Ragnarok is your destiny, and that's here and now. As such, you're here. That's unusually observant, God of Thunder. I managed to impress him. I don't have a clue what I just said, though. That stuff was a bit over my head, but I survived. Time to change this conversation to my specialty. Bro talk. So, Jojo, did you catch the game the other day? I did not catch any games. One cannot catch a game. I mean, like, never mind. I guess games weren't a thing when he was born. There is one universal constant that everyone understands, though. Babes. So, Jojo, what are your thoughts on... Hel, Sif, and Freya? Well, I know Hel is a lady. Sif... Huh. Sif and Freya were not ones we've realized right now. So let's go with Hel. Which is, Thor's daughter. She's kin. Huh. Okay. Right. So we need to know who Thor's children are. Freya, I think, is also one of Loki's... Nothing nearly noteworthy. Are you sure about that? Certainly. Okay. Yeah, it's Freya. She's kinder than most. And... Although most seem to think otherwise, less is more. Well, at least the one thing he mentioned was positive. Okay, well, bro talk was a bit of a bust, but there's one thing that anyone can relate to. Food. So, Jorge, you've been all around the world and stuff. One could say that, I suppose. So, what's your favorite dish from anywhere in the world? It is most certainly long pork. Isn't that human, I want to say? Which meal is it that you prefer, Thor, God of Thunder? I have absolutely no idea what long pork is. Should I just say it's my favorite, or something else? Long pork, I believe, is a terminology for cannibalism of humans. I'm gonna go... We don't want to say feta... I don't think fettuccine alfredo, because it's carbon. Pizza. Pizza? Everyone likes pizza. Understandable, yet basic, much like yourself. Fortune favors the bold, and pizza, unfortunately, is not that bold. This'll be a cinch. Just have to keep the momentum going. So, what's it like being a giant serpent? It's all a matter of perspective, really. While I cannot frolic about as many are wont to do, I find comfort in the simplicity of my existence. I eat my tail and nothing more. Just my thoughts and I have my thoughts until the end, which leads us to now. Is that really all there is to life? Could someone really be satisfied with all that? Are you really okay with all that? Are you truly happy living like that? I am. That's all there is to it. Well, if that's what he is... Alright, I need to distract him while I summon a mighty thunderbolt. So, Jojo, I'm curious. What was your childhood like? It hath been so long. Let me recall. Well, Loki wasn't around much. Come on, keep talking. I wasn't always the world's serpent. I was much smaller back then. Just a few more seconds. Now! You snake! The endless snake has met its end. Isn't it about time those critters came up to me and, I don't know, yell at me or something? Wow, rude. We did not yell. But yes, it's about time we came up to you and, I don't know, yell at you or something? Because, Thor, buddy, we're in the home stretch now. Regardless of how you've been doing so far, you really need to prepare yourself for this one here. We've done some reconnaissance, and it doesn't look good. Loki Badman's up to his tricks again. Loki. What has that miserable cur done this time? It seems he's convinced the fire giant Surtur to help bring about Ragnarok. The two are on their way to destroy Yggdrasil now. But listen to this. I don't think Surtur is entirely on board with Loki's goals. We have a plan. New plan. Crazy plan. Surtur is much too powerful to be taken down, but he's a creature of logic. For him to be willingly playing in any part of Loki's plan, there has to be some trickery afoot. So, what exactly is this plan of yours? Reason with him. Loki's gonna fight back, obviously, but we think it's possible to simply turn him against Loki. You want me to reason with that thing? Not even an attempt to kill it? Well, I mean, isn't that actually kind of what you've been doing this whole time? I suppose so. You know what? You're right. I think I've gotten enough practice with this diplomacy thing to give it a shot. After all, I am Thor, God of Thunder. Lead the way. There he is, Thor. Good luck. Wow, he's a lot bigger than I thought he'd be. Well, here goes nothing. Surtur, hear my plea, O fire giant. Let's resolve this not with combat, but parley. The Thunder God has shown himself, as you said he would. He seeks counsel. Shall I grant him this? Oh, this ought to be rich. Bring him up, bring him up. At last we meet, Loki. Give up your devilish plan. Devilish? Hardly so, you Thorin. Hee hee hee. Under Odin, things were falling apart. Realms were being torn asunder by conflict. The Aesir were in shambles. What? How dare you? It's true. He couldn't even stop his own son from dying, and his own kingdom of Asgard, no less. I know he's wrong, but should I push him on it? I'm gonna make him underestimate. I'm gonna say nothing. I can't remember exactly what happened, so it'd probably be best to keep my mouth shut and wait for a better opportunity. I'll have to dismantle his web of lies if I'm to defeat him. You know, you Aesir here in Asgard aren't as humble and noble as you portray yourselves, hee hee. I, Thor, God of Thunder, am the most humble person I know. You're supposed to be the best of us, and yet you murder and kill without thought or regret. You slaughtered him first, the giant, after he fortified Asgard. All because you were unwilling to pay the price you had already agreed to. You are not above greed. Odin was not above greed. You are no better than those you condemned as evil. He's not lying about everything, but there's something wrong with what he's saying. I think it's call him out time. That's not how that happened, and you know it, you deceiver. Oh, but everything I said is true, hoo-hoo. For once, he seems sincere, but can I really be sure? He's lying. Although we are not perfect, we Aesir aren't ever saddled, as you say. So you killed him thirds because you were what? Bored? Is that supposed to be any better? Okay, I think that's the wrong choice. Oops. Load. Okay, it's load. Leave him be. Well, I'll let him make a fool of himself as he always does. Loki still has his claws on Surtur, but not for long. Ho-ho, you gods are not these merciful paragons, are... Or sorry, wait. Let's try this again. Oh, you gods aren't these merciful paragons. You are consumed by revenge. You tortured me endlessly, hee, binding me to the ground. Poison coursing endlessly over me, haha. You offered no chance to repent. You don't desire justice, you only want someone to pay. Is that really how we treated him? Would I do that to Loki? I'm going to stick with being silent. I think it's not the time yet. Anyone with a brain can see he's lying, so there's no reason to say anything. For you, Aesir, good is never good enough. Do you remember when I offered gifts? Gungnir, Odin's Sphere, came from me. But they like Brock's gifts more than mine. So you know what I got in return? Hee hee. My lips were sewn shut. I think it was time to call him out. We would never do that, not even to a traitor. Hee hee, seeing my wife would say otherwise. She waited by my side, staying with me whenever possible. I can't say the same for the other Aesir. Hee hee. Something about this is off, but what? He was given a chance to repent. You were given a chance to undo your deed and save Baldur, but you chose not to. And after, you mocked us and lashed out, killing more innocent people. People always deserve another chance, right, Surtur? Hoo-hoo. You should have mentioned this, Loki. Ha! Even your ally knows you're full of it. For you, Aesir, good is never good enough. Do you remember when I offered gifts? Gungnir, Odin's Sphere came from me. Okay. You're leaving something out. Loki, once again you're leaving something out. Fine, fine. Yes, I admit I did, but I'm sincerely sorry, haha. I also gave Frey and Sif wonderful gifts as well. Forgot to mention that, hoo-hoo. Something's still not right. What is it? The gifts themselves. You gave terrible gifts to Frey and Sif. Okay, so that's the wrong answer. The reason. You seem to have glossed over the reason you were giving out the gifts in the first place. Hee, I gave the gifts because I'm such a good person. You shaved my wife's hair out of jealousy, and then you wagered your head on your gifts being better, which you lost. All your misery is your fault. A fitting end for trickery, I suppose. Oh wait, a fitting end for trickery, I suppose. I think Surtur's almost convinced. Beyond every other injustice, it was you who hurt me the most, haha. We were inseparable, you and me, he. But then you up and abandoned me, giving up. You were all I had left who, and then I had nothing, hee hee. Take a look around, Thoron. This is all your fault. I didn't abandon him, did I? I'm gonna go with... You're my friend, I would never. I wouldn't abandon you, Loki. You were like my brother. Did you stop the other gods from hunting me down? Did you vouch for me when they were attacked? I did chase him down, that is true, but I wouldn't hurt him. I'm gonna go with... I did my best to help you. I tried to stop the other gods from tying you down. And preventing my escape was supposed to do that. How? Well, okay. I granted you mercy. The other gods wanted you struck down where you stood at Azir's party. I gave you a warning. Stop them from killing you. It seems you weren't betrayed as you told me, Loki. Surtur, hear my plea. Loki has deceived you. I've done no such thing. Make the right decision. Don't give in to his lies. I am the right decision. Loki, you have misled me. I will not tolerate that. Oh, come on, don't be like that. We can talk this over, right? Haha. Good lie, Loki. Goodbye. The god of mischief is all out of tricks. And just like that, I put an end to Ragnarok. Everyone survived, save Odin and Loki. Odin and Loki. I'll always wonder if I could have helped him. Although there were no other casualties, some people were injured and property was damaged. There's work to be done in the future to rebuild Asgard. But right now, I'm going to enjoy the world I saved. Fiend. Okay, so there's definitely some options of bad things happen. I'm going to try to do the quickest one that I can, which would be the last thing, I think. The Aesir are flawed, true gods. This I know to be true. Goodbye, Thor. Ha 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 ha! What a joke. Loki has prevailed, and thus ended Ragnarok. After a long day's work, the god of thunder sat down under the branches of Yggdrasil for a well-deserved nap. His final nap. Thor was strong enough to save almost everyone, except himself. Things not great, but still hope. A new generation of gods have taken up the helm, led by Thor's sons. So while he may not be here, his legacy lives on, echoing throughout all the 9 realms. Okay, so at the very least, we can probably die on each attempt. But I wanted to go for the good ending first. That was really cool. There was some weird Gen Z stuff with the dabbing and the Fortnite, but all in all, really solid story. Again, everything I've played from this bundle has been fantastic.